Excited to dive into today's topic, planning your retirement income for the long haul. We go our whole life saving, 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 right? And when we get to retirement now, we got to start creating income streams in retirement, not saving, 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 but how do we make withdrawals? How do we have cash flow? How do we have what we want so we can maintain our lifestyle and really enjoy those retirement years? So, today, let's dive into some ideas on generating reliable income for retirement as the way we see it. Hopefully, it's simple, easy to understand, and it is very powerful so that you can start developing that strategy for your situation. We're always here if you need anything. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it with your friends on social media, and we'll keep this journey going. Glad to have you along for the ride. When creating a strategy, an investment strategy for income in retirement, we believe in having a purpose driven strategy for creating that investment plan and that income plan. What's the money that we need now, right? So, this is for distribution. A lot of times that just needs to be liquid so we can start withdrawing it. What's the money we're going to need soon? Maybe the next year, 5 years, even 10 years, right? We want to limit downside risk with that so that we know we can rely on that income that's going to be coming to us soon. So there's a different purpose between what's being distributed, what is going to be used soon, and then money for later, right? This is going to be more accumulation. We want to keep up with inflation, cost of living. We want our growth potential to do well there. So the purpose for that money is long-term growth. So understanding the purpose of what we want our money to do helps us determine which of these buckets we may want to have our money in and how much should be in each of those. Again, everybody's situation is specific and detailed to them, so developing your strategy is extremely important, and we always recommend working with a financial professional to make sure that is what you want and it's going to be best for you long term. I always think it's always important to note that this is a transitionary period. What got us here may not get us to where we're going. For many people, all the years that we've been saving, we've wanted long-term growth, which for that time of life was appropriate. That was the purpose. We wanted long-term growth. Now, as we get into retirement, we're going to need money now for distribution. We're going to need money soon, and we still need some money for growth. So, what got us here may not get us to where we're going. I think it's prudent and wise to develop a specific strategy for each individual situation. One thing we could consider is using dividend stocks or bonds, right? They can offer us steady income without depleting principal. So if you buy a dividend stock or a dividend bond, they're going to pay off a certain amount of yield and you don't have to eat into the principal. Obviously, if you invest in individual dividend paying stocks or retirement income funds, you earn interest or dividends again while preserving the investment. But be sure, right? Be cautious and understand. Don't just chase high yields. Many times, the higher the yield, the riskier that specific stock or position could be. So you may not be spending the principal, but based on the market, right, that particular stock could lose value, which then would pay off less of a yield because you're not getting as much return because your principal has decreased. But definitely one way to produce income in retirement is looking at dividend stocks and bonds. I think another important thing to consider when developing that income strategy, how you can get income in retirement, is having diversified income streams, right? Diversification isn't just about asset allocation and having different sectors or different, tools in your plan, but it's also to manage different types of income and the taxes that you would pay on that. So having diversified income streams. Different income sources are going to be taxed differently, right? If you have interest, dividends, capital gains, Roth income, those are all going to follow under various different tax rates. Some may be taxed as capital gains, some may be taxed as regular income, etc. So having a diversified approach there can be super helpful. You may be able to pull from different income sources, which could minimize your tax liability and maximize your retirement dollars, what you're receiving that you can live on throughout retirement. So don't just diversify your investment portfolio. It's also wise to diversify the types of income that you're going to be receiving. Another consideration in today's world is how do we have some secure income or guaranteed income? Annuities are something you could look into for that. Here's the statistics. 40 plus years ago, 60% of companies still had a pension or a defined benefit plan. Today, the numbers are more like 5 to 10%. So it's on us to figure out how are we going to have some of those secure guaranteed sources of income, and annuities are a place you could look for that. They can provide guaranteed income for life, offering some security and predictability. I like to refer to it sometimes as maybe your own personal pension plan. Okay, it's a way to look at that. They can be a powerful tool for those seeking stable lifelong income. Of course, as with anything, it's essential to understand that there are different types of annuities. So, working with a financial professional and advisor is going to be one of the keys for making sure you have the right one for you. Should you have a variable, a fixed index, multi year guaranteed annuity, immediate annuity? Your goals, what your plan looks like, what you want to accomplish is going to help determine if and what kind may be appropriate for your situation. Another thing that you may consider, and many people do, is do I want to have some part time work? Okay. A part time job could be a perfect solution. 20% of retirees are still working today. It not only can help boost your income, right? So that you don't have to spend as much and you can delay some of your withdrawals from your investments. So it can help preserve those things. But there's another way that a lot of people find purpose, right? A way to spend their time. I mean, I'll share an example of my father, right? When he fully retires, I think he wants to do some part-time work. He loves the outdoors, so maybe an REI or a Dick's Sporting Goods or a Cabela's. That may be something that really fits what he enjoys and gives him purpose and kind of a schedule to follow, while also obviously helping with income and maybe delaying some withdrawals that they don't need to take because he does that part-time work. It could provide health insurance, right? You may need health insurance, which is going to be really valuable benefit for those retiring early before Medicare. So part-time work could be a part of your income strategy as well. So when it comes to developing your strategy for income in retirement, the things we talked about today, I think are things that it would be great to consider. But also you can have someone on your team, right? Our team here at Left Tackle Advisors, our job is to help protect the blind side, give you a game plan so you can live more and leave your mark. Recently, we had someone come in and they said, hey, I think I may want to work part-time for 3 more years. So in our planning software and in our process, we're able to show them the impact of that. Each year when we review the plan, right, they may say, man, I'm still loving it. I want to work another year. So we can make adjustments. The planning process is a living, breathing process that takes two teams committed working together to make sure that you can accomplish your long-term goals. Subscribe to this video, like it, let us know how else we can help. Reach out to our team if you'd like us to sit down with you and start having this and building a game plan for you. Y'all enjoy. Glad seeing you. Glad you're here. Have a great one. Go out there, live more, and leave your mark.